Did you know that ASB has not always held elections for their board members? For almost 10 years, the frequency of ASB elections has varied. From 2012 to 2015, ASB used an application and selection process rather than holding elections, but then reinstated student voting in 2016. Elections for the ASB Executive Board continued for the next 5 years but were canceled last year. In an interview with Baron Banner, the former ASB advisor and assistant principal of activities and athletics, Dr. Kelly Scon, gave 3 reasons for canceling elections for the last school year. Quote, "The COVID-19 pandemic and online schooling had reduced the level of engagement. There was a senior-heavy composition of this year's ASB, and there is a need to rebuild school culture when students return to campus fully in person in the fall. We asked students how important voting for their student body officers is."
My name is Devin and I'm in 11th grade. No, I didn't know that ASB elections vary each year. I think it is important to vote in the student government for the executive board because otherwise you won't have any decision on what goes on in the board.
My name is Gavin Rose and I'm a senior. I did not know that ASB elections vary each year. I think it is important to vote because if not, you don't want the wrong person getting in a position. I think there should be an election for next year so that the people running can get a chance to go through the experience of running and everyone can vote for who they want.
My name is NGUY and I'm a sophomore in high school.
My name is ISABELA PARAMO and I'm a sophomore.
I did not know that ASB elections vary each year. I think there should be an election next year just so students have their own opinions on who they choose.
I think the same as well.
Let's check with ASB to get their thoughts about student representative elections.
Hi, my name is PHAM and I am a senior and I'm also the Associated Student Body President. I have been on ASB since my junior year, so for 2 years. It is extremely important to hold ASB elections every year, even though we didn't this past year, because we want to make sure that every student's voice is heard and appreciated, and so that we can act upon those students' voices as well. I definitely think that we should have an election, and we will, to confirm that next year we will have an election, and so students should be looking forward to that. We don't really know how we're going to do it yet because of the current circumstances, but we can assure you that there is an election. I definitely think that having elections is a super good idea because we are serving as representatives of the student body, and in order to do that we have to get input from every student on campus. I just want to let every student know on campus that the ASB this year, including Executive Council and Administrative Council, will work our hardest to make sure that you have the best experience ever.